SEBI is likely to drop or change its earlier plan to separate analyst research fees from brokerage charges. After receiving feedback from the industry, SEBI has learnt that similar unbundling rules failed in many developed countries and made things costlier for investors. To get us more details, in fact, I have my colleague and Delhi Bureau Chief for NDTV Profit, Shrimi Chaudhary, joining us on the phone line. Hi, Shrimi. Could you give us some insight into this news, please?
Yeah, absolutely. And as you rightly pointed out, that the regulator is reconsidering its proposal to separate analyst research fees from brokerage charges. And this is coming after extensive consultation with industry, mutual fund industry, who suggested that if you do that, such sort of attempt has not succeeded in developed markets like UK and Europe. So there has to be some sort of, revisiting of the earlier proposal. Now, for the benefit to our viewers and for context, late last month, SEBI had proposed changes to mutual fund fees structure to enhance transparency and reduce costs for retail investors. And among those measures, it suggested that lowering the cap on brokerage fees for cash market transactions from 12 basis points to just 2 basis points. Now, industry has argued that equity schemes typically need higher research support, and any such cut in research fees will impact ultimately the investors' return. So, top source in SEBI noting and emphasizing the fact that there are merits in some of the industry argument, and hence it will find out a way out for this particular issue. And quickly, a top source in regulatory body also kind of highlighted and underlined that in the upcoming board meeting, there would be a revision of the stockbroker regulation where they're aiming to kind of eliminate overlaps, etc., to bring more clarity. And on the fact that the regulator is closely monitoring the derivative market reforms. And in fact, as we know that SEBI has changed its stance on the weekly option as well. So they are saying that they are reading the data very carefully and will take a calibrated approach for any further policy intervention.
Right, Shrimi, thank you so much for bringing us those details. Two major developments coming in from SEBI. But let's now listen in to some important commentary from the sidelines of the National Conclave on REITs and InvITs. SEBI Chair Tuhin Kanta Pandey said there will be guardrails on investment in construction projects, and these will be implied on the percentage of investment made to enable investors to get their due returns. Let's listen in to his comment.
यदि ऑन कंस्ट्रक्शन प्रोजेक्ट्स भी आपने लेने हैं, एक तो यह है कि आपके सारे रेडी प्रोजेक्ट्स हों और जिसमें कैश स्ट्रीम्स भी हों. एक होता है कि आप के पास काफी सारे कैश स्ट्रीम वाले प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं और कुछ आपके पास ऑन कंस्ट्रक्शन भी हैं. तो गार्डरेल्स ये होगा कि कितना परसेंटेज आप वो ले सकते हैं, राइट? हाँ, ताकि वो, क्योंकि रिटर्न्स जो हैं कॉन्स्टेंटली इन्वेस्टर्स को मिलते रहें, इसका भी सेबी को ख्याल रखना है.